It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Second down, here's an option right. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. They faked the handoff. Now Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. The slot man in motion right. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Straight ahead, Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Hurts. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Past the 20. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 1st down, Lance. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now receiver in motion left. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Second down and goal. Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Taking it right down Broadway. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And Lance now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. This is Smith with a grab. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 33, Eagles 7. Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're going to look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Hurts throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then execute it.
17's Mike 17. I got you, boy. I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Lance now on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
38.
17. So we got man. Like 17.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
You got nothing. 17's Mike 17. Let's go. Check.
Mike, 97. Ready.
Finds his receiver, Watson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Come on. Hey, 19 Tiger.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Black shot.
Let him know. 17's Mike 17. In your face.
Ready, go.
To throw, it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ultra.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Check. 3 down. 17's Mike.
Claws red.
Rep. Mike 17. Mike 17. And we heavy on the edges.
Blue striker.
17. Hey.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Peterson. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Going deep for Walker.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one, but incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here we go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
43 rail.
Get wide.
Again, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Watch the slant. Mike 17. Hey, watch the screen.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This Philly offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 112 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Flush to his right. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On the option, here's Juszczyk. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 3. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike 17. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Go pink. Fury. Yellow. Ready, go.
Here's Lance to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 17. I know you ain't got it.
That Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
17's Mike 17.
McCaffrey following the penalty. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Mike 17. I don't think you got it, son. Mike 17.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.